scaling, so they're just going to go for Corki, kind of self-sufficient, and then pick up and engage support.
Yeah, I feel like the one other pick I would have been pretty okay with here would have been Draven, actually. You know, you go for dueling with the Ashe, big damage, works well with resets. If you get that cash in early, you just become unstoppable, but very low range and not very safe into the Azir, into the Ashe. And it is just going to be the Xin Zhao here for Peanut to round this one out. They'll not cook it too much with this Poppy pick. We'll leave the Poppy in the bottom lane. I think when you see the Nautilus lock in there, you feel pretty comfortable just pushing the Poppy into that bottom lane. And she's going to be an incredible potential setup champ when we come to 5v5 fights over objectives later on. Because if you can take away 2 parts or even 1 critical part like the Taliyah from this fight before it even breaks out, then we'll still have a slight lead, arguably, with this. It's a bit of a fight.
Yeah, we're just fighting in the jungle. Kenny has to flash away. Duro's level 1. Can they do much here as, you know, Zeus also level 1, but he is Cassante. It does look like Canyon will be able to lock this one down. And
yeah, a little bit tense. I think they committed a lot of their resources onto Canyon only from the flash away. Keen.
Okay. Getting in
flash for XP
of the XP.
Poppy on a 7-game winning streak. Keep in mind that Duro is one of the guys that did win twice. He's not playing it this time. Chovy in a bit of trouble here. As Chovy trying to flash away from a Xin Zhao. That's not really going to work as Taliyah really struggles in this champ at the moment. As Chovy going to get some help from the jungle. Canyon coming up. And now he's like, all right, I'm chasing you both down. He's going to be looking for Peanut, who is a bit lower. As Q just coming up, a little bit of burst.
Definitely not a stranger to the matchup.
It feels good in Divide because that single target, if it's you feel great.
Oh, Zeka even going to flash away from the Nautilus.
Gen.G has over the Dragon and how much control in general they have over the Grubs. They have both sides of the map under their power.
Trying to flash to make a play here onto the Nautilus. Duro is getting quite low. There's the knockup from it, and the volley gets the kill. First blood to Viper, but immediately traded back.
Getting insane value as I was hoping to see in the draft. After the lanes swapped into each other with Australian, ended up cleaning that one up as, yeah, this fight ends up being a 1-for-1 here. Canyon does join in, can offer a lot of extra damages. We're not done yet.
Viper in a lot of trouble here. The dive comes in, but Ruler was tanking the turret. Got a little bit dicey. Duro as well got to take 2 turret shots, but nobody's here to punish, so.
Considering you're taking an Ashe, a pick that is so strong in the early levels. Peanut.
Flash on in with the harpoon, and they're just getting in there onto Peanut, who is in a really rough spot. Even the Taliyah wall making his way over. Gonna flash the wall, does Peanut. Zeka in an awkward spot himself on top of some rocks. They want to turn this one around. Going for the big sweep here onto Keen, onto Canyon, because they're trying to take down Peanut, but they can't quite do it. Even the sweep to save his life. It's a double kill for Zeka.
Happens with the team. You go into scrims, you iron it out.
This hook comes in, and you can't totally deny the Nautilus. Duro not level 6 here.
I thought we solved this.
Well, what's scary is, okay, I think Canyon saw him actually. He's got a control word here.
Zeka's in a lot of trouble as Canyon just kind of waltzing on in, and, you know, Peanut was just there. So they're like, oh, this area of the map is clean. Nope, 6 grubs to them. It's a nice little combo onto the light. I think he's fine in this game still, but it's a larger lead, and they're utilizing the pressure better. I feel like they have a lot more tools to make plays with as well. So they're doing that well, as Viper just going to get hit with the combo here, as Zeus is trying to make space in the front line, but that turret's about to go down, and Zeus might just die first, as in he goes with the ult. And, you know, he went down as a warrior, but he still goes down. Could have just... the blue side is really enjoying kind of getting very strong compositions and having it play itself out very well. And it's been Gen.G both times, though, that has been able to get leads and utilized it much better this time around. Duro, not expecting all of those players from Home Life Esports to be quite that close. And, of course, dove Viper the other time. Gonna take down the turret, and now he's Valkyrieing in as Viper desperate to try to save the turret.
Can get up there pretty quickly, and this is just hopeful here, I think, for Hanwha Life to try to contest this Herald right now.
Yeah, I think for them, they have to send it at some point. They're gonna choose right now to do it. We'll see if it works out for them. The answer is absolutely not so far. Zeka does get here with his TP series, though, because from red side, they got a lead. Yes, they threw it, but now they're just dominating from blue side, so...
Like, you kind of have to bank on someone showing up somewhere and just, you know, you set up like a death brush or something. Peter's been waiting here a long time.
Hello, go, he says, as in he goes with the Crescent Guard, and Chovy not having his flash. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this one. So many members coming in, the Poppy ult as well. And that is a shutdown. The one that go for the sneaky play and claw their way back in. The arrow going to hit Ruler. He's got cleanse. He wants to try to shut down Viper, but now he's got to flash away from a Cassante as he's all alone here, desperate to try to take out Viper. And he will be able to.
I feel like happening on the mini-map, right? It's Ruler pushing deep, getting a good trade into Viper. He actually got abandoned by Keen, because Keen was also, after the wave was fully pushed in, kind of shadowing here as well and trying to clear up some vision on the top side of the jungle. The moment he leaves, that's when Zeus strikes here. They're really just not trading up, unfortunately, but at least you got something.
Well, this time, Chovy's going to be able to...
Top. It's not looking good.
The X Factor is definitely the Herald here. I mean, you can't out-trade this.
They're even looking for a potential dive. Their best to snowball as much as possible. The arrow is very much on point, as pulled back is Keen, as the stun lasts basically forever, but that is just the Otacon buff taking down 200 gold over to their side as they take a bit of extra damage. Viper and Peanut thinking about continuing this fight, lead and sticking with it and not overextending and really just trying to take little wins here and there. They're still very much in control of this one. They put down the Weaver's wall, and that is a very nice equalizer as well. Man. That gigantic shove! Delight and Zeka taking so much damage, and it's up to Zeus to just try to create some space, but he's just going to be burned down. Another shove comes through. Crescent Guard has to be used from Peanut just to try to survive. Having your Ashe not doing a crazy amount of damage is okay because you have this Azir, but that's not really the case right now, you know? They don't really have... The Ashe doesn't exist, and Zeka's not far enough ahead, and the whole team is too far behind. Canyon going very deep for this one. The arrow even gonna... just not gonna find much use in this one. We'll see if he can make something happen. As over the wall, in goes Peanut, but it's not gonna happen this time around. He doesn't have the Crescent Guard either. Down goes the Homolife Esports jungler, and into the backline they isolate Zeka. Nice sweep, but it's just to keep him alive for just a moment here. Should be a very clean ace to the side of Gen.G, and that should be the game number 2.
Yeah, even without the equalizer, so far ahead, they can easily win that fight. It was a beautiful buffer there by Canyon on the knockaway with his ult to lock them down, but I think the writing's been on the wall for a while in this game. Gen.G with a convincing answer for that game 1, the HLE one.
I love this draft from Gen.G. It's a standard Talia Vi draft, but there's so many elements of it that aren't expensive for Fearless. You played Nautilus, you played Corki here, and you know, at the end of the day, this is what a blue side draft should look like. The execution this time for Gen.G clean enough to take out the Nexus.